Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Keylor Navas. He could make all the difference because he's such an excellent shot stopper. It's not just a matter of reflexes, though. It's the way he spreads his body in front of the ball, preventing strikers from getting a sighted goal. He also hardly ever makes an error, and that's precious for a goalkeeper.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Spinazzola. Now it's Rice. Bentancur. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Can he get it through? Pass is just off target. Retegi receives it in a good position here. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Retegi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Nicely aimed pass. Longley kept his eye on it, and he's there. First quarter of an hour gone. Bruno Guimaraes.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Oh, easy pickings there. Searching pass he's played there. Celik. Spinazzola cuts it out. And here's the chance to counter. Gonzalez looking to get on the end of this. He's having a shot! Goal! Sporting! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Sporting have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Great vision. Celik has it out wide and in space. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Gerard Moreno. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Gerard Moreno. And here's Retegi. Can he finish? It's in! They're level in H. Rice.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Simplicity itself.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And he's worked it through. He's in a great position here. He has found the way through. Crosses it in. And it's hoisted clear. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Now it's... There's the shot! Bruno Guimaraes. Now it's Gerard Moreno. And it's Celik. Look at this, Gerard Moreno! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Now the cross.
1 minute added time.
Keeper's dealt with that. Bentancur does really well to win the ball there. Knocks it into space. That is a brilliant interception. And the first half is done. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Just a quick announcement. We would like to inform you that CCTV is now in operation for your safety.
Second period then underway. Sunset. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Nicked it back promptly. Threads one in. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Caught offside that time. Now it's Retegi. Now it's Kramaric. Great work on the overlap. Climbs up big! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. That's a decent clearance. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Looking tidy in possession here. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
He's being urged to shoot. Pedro Porro gets it away. Tagliafico. Kramaric. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Can he get on the end of this? Sunset. It could be shot at goal! It's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to...
And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Gnabry looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
That has ended up in no man's land. Tagliafico. And he's had it nicked away. Tries to play it through.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Sunset. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Rice. Bentancur. Oh, good-looking ball. Tagliafico. And he's picked it up out wide. Acerbi wins the duel this time. Sunset. And it's Porro. That has been cut short. Now it's Kramaric. Now that's well seen too. Nicely shaped ball. And he's intervened well there. Celik. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, that's well spotted. Passing is crisp and sharp. Sunset, given the lift of his goal.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now, can they get him away? And he welcomes it in. And a chance! Goal! Sporting! And the comeback is complete! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Substitution on the field, number 21, Gerard Moreno.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well,
this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, I think he can write this lot off in apparel. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Now it's Retegi. Now it's Kramaric. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro tries making a foray down the right. Kramaric. Looking for a runner.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I lad ambitious and adventurous too.
Now it's Retegi. And Zapata! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well.
Kramaric is holding his leg there, a worrying sign.
Yeah, and I hope for his sake that it's cramp, meaning it'll be a quicker fix.
Well, he is going to soldier on by the looks of it.
Substitution on the field.
All hands on deck for this one.
Kramaric, number 17, coming on the field. Number 7.
Oh, that one's going nowhere.
Sanchez.
Zapata.
Number 85, Renato Sanchez. Substitution.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Acerbi. Sporting clearly now in lead preservation mode. Time added on 4 minutes. And this is Isco. This looks promising. Lovely ball and a real chance. Takes a shot! Oh, taken with style. Two to the good, and they are purring. And we're done. They are pumped, boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter, but if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready to pounce.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
Just joining us, we are already underway. Kashima Antlers have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
Sporting looking to pass their way through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Ambitious ball here. Bowen, oh no, what has happened here? He has found the way through. Great ball, Dovbyk! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I really like the look of this guy, Foden, who, to me, is a player who has a bit of everything. An eye for goal, quick feet, great vision, and a willingness to take on his defensive duties when required. Although he's probably best deployed out on the right, where his best attacks seem to emanate.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way.
Rodrigo shoots! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Rodrigo. Rice. Sporting yet to have an attempt on goal. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge.
Caicedo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Gonzalez.
That's a shame because it was such a good decision. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Sunset. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And it's made its way to him. Rice. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. He's found some space. Shot at goal! And he's done it! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Kashima Antlers have fired themselves in front.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bruno Guimaraes. Caicedo. Played out to the left flank. Teat gets across to intercept that.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply. They've got to make this nice and quick.
And the through ball. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Kashima Antlers clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And it's Gnabry. And here's Gonzalez. Big chance! Takes a shot! And the ball's come loose here. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Foden. Now it's Dovbyk. Now it's Bowen. He is through here! Pinches it off him. Bowen has got himself a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. Bruno Guimaraes. Gnabry charging forward, the ball at his feet. Sunset. Nice bit of trickery. Gonzalez. And the shot! That's a half-decent try.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
And there's the end of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team.
Chance for a shot! He scores! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Sporting grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Sporting really will fancy their chances now. They need to make the most of the momentum, but they have to be careful not to overstretch themselves and pay a price.
Now it's Sunset.
Foden. Now, what about a counter-attack? Front-footed pressing going on here. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Somewhat off target.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach? Foden! Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Kashima Antlers with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Spinazzola tries to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Gonzalez, he's had a shot!
And it's Spinazzola.
Sunset! He's got away with one there.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Now it's Dovbik. Rodrigo, and the shot! It's anyone's ball now. Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, good read.
That was well played. Well,
Chance, surely! It's in! And they're back in front!
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Kashima Antlers go into the lead. And this is Gnabry.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
A chance! He scored! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
47.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Number 19. Number 23.
Half an hour gone in the second half. That's a dangerous... And the finish! And somehow he managed to miss it.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
Back into the middle.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Rafa Silva. Chance here to counter. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's picked his way through. And the shot! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment.
Goes for a shot! And that is wildly off target.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Bruno Guimaraes.
Bernardo Silva.
And it's Guimaraes. Oh, that's a key interception. Alex Molina. Now it's Rafa Silva.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Quality ball.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Oh, nice touch.
Bruno Guimaraes. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes.
And it's Bernardo Silva. Now it's Gonzalez.
Picked out, great chance!
Kashima Antlers clearly now in lead preservation mode.
Now it's Rafa Silva.
Rafa Silva looking to run onto it.
Rafa Silva
Has it out wide and in space. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. To increase the lead.
calm as you like, and they're running away with it.
A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well,
And that's that.
Sporting suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round.
Just
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were...